Hello dear viewers, my name is George Kahina. For the next 3 videos, the last one, this one, and the next one, I'm going to be mentioning again that I'm going to be less focused on the quality of the videos and more concerned about uploading the content. And the content that I'm referring to is the content for the Opiate Use Disorder Info YouTube channel. I launched this channel about 4 months ago, but I've been slow to upload content because I've been too focused on the quality of the videos. And this is important, however, the content is more important. So I'm going to say this again in the next video because I want to make sure that you all understand the context of me maybe not being so polished on the video. Now let me tell you, this video is going to be uploaded onto the YouTube channel. The reason is because the YouTube allows a format for longer videos. And this subject is very complex and there's so much information that I want to provide to you that I need more time. You'll still be able to see 1-minute segments on the Instagram and the TikTok pages. However, the meat of the subject is going to be found on the YouTube channel. Having said all of that, I want to tell you that my vision for this YouTube channel is to provide accurate information to whoever visits and whoever views the content. I want to provide also a safe and supportive environment for users. Users are defined as those people who use opiate medications prescribed. The prescribing doctor nowadays needs to be a pain management doctor. Okay? That used to be the case. And I'm going to tell you more about that too. Now, misusers are those who either utilize the medication that they've been prescribed incorrectly, like for example, they may crush the pills and snort it, or they may crush the pills and shoot it up. That's very dangerous and very addicting. Now, also, you may have people who utilize illicit opiate drugs that they buy on the street or they buy from maybe somebody else, I don't know. But that's also a major, major problem because that definitely leads to addiction sooner than later. These medications, they used to be prescribed very easily by many different doctors. And I'm going to get into that subject as well in the near future. But what I wanted to focus on this right now, this topic is that these medications are very troubling because they carry a high risk of dependency or addiction. That's just the nature of the medications and definitely the nature of the drugs, illicit drugs, that people may buy on the street or they may buy from somebody else, they may sell the prescription and whatnot. But anyhow, I'm going to be giving you a lot of information. And I want this also to be, this channel to be a safe and supportive environment for those people who care about the user and the misuser. Okay? I want the user and the misuser to receive support from each other. Okay? I want also the family or those other loved ones who love the user or the misuser to receive support from themselves and also provide support as in a community fashion. I also would like to invite those people, those medical or other healthcare professionals who take care of the opiate use disorder patients. Now, opiate use disorder is an actual disease condition now. It's been accepted as a disease condition because really what happens is that the person really doesn't have a choice. If the person misuses the medication, then of course they're asking for trouble. But they're still a patient because they never think it's going to happen to them. If the person is misusing the medication, meaning that they're buying it on the street illicitly or they're buying it from a patient who's telling it to them and whatnot, and they're utilizing too much of it, they're inevitably, sooner than later, going to for sure become addicted. Now, however, that is still a disease condition. I understand people need to accept responsibility for their own actions, but as a community, we need to still help them, okay? Because it's more costly in the end if we don't actually. And I think, well, I know I told you that I've also been dealing with this condition of opiate use disorder because I was prescribed the medications by my pain management doctor going back 3 years ago because of I started having severe pain. I think I told you already that I have a problem with my back. I was born with it, and then it became a fracture that became very troubling. I was at risk of losing the function of my lower body, and I had surgery January 17, 2024. But leading up to the surgery and then after the surgery, I had to use these medications because the only way to manage my pain. However, inevitably I became dependent on them because I was on them for a very long time. And there's another reason why, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's just give you a little bit of a clue. the shortage of these medications at pharmacies. And there's reasons why, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm not sure I'm going to get into that because it's speculation really on my part. So again, you're watching this video and you're seeing me like maybe bounce from one place to another, and I will get better in my delivery, in my organization, my presentation. But for now, please bear with me. I'm doing the best that I can to provide valuable content.